Looking to buy a vehicle? People all over the world buy vehicles from online auto auctions. It's a great way to land a deal. Copart wants to help make you a more educated buyer by giving you access to the resources you need and tips from our pros. We're going to walk you through some of the things to look for when purchasing a vehicle. Our first example is a nice-looking 2013 Land Rover XL. At first glance, it doesn't look like the vehicle has any damage. However, a savvy buyer would look a little closer to assess the actual state of the vehicle. Want to know what you probably missed while scanning the 10 photos? There are actually no airbags present in the unit. The front framework is bent. The radiator has been JB welded to prevent leaks. There is significant damage to the right front suspension. The cooling fan is inoperable. The air suspension system is inoperable. There have been numerous electronic cables cut and/or removed. You're wondering how we knew that. Here are the clues that tipped us off to the damage. No airbag light shows up when starting the vehicle. All indicator lights come on for a few seconds when you turn on the car. If there is no airbag light visible during the startup procedure, this is a red flag. The unit is riding low in the photos. This potentially indicates a suspension airbag problem. In this photo of the front interior, the pillar looks like it has been reworked. In the photo of the engine, you can see that the insulation has come loose from the hood in a couple of sections. The vehicle has damage codes for mechanical and damage history. This can oftentimes mean some prior accident repairs or major mechanical problems and should prompt you to look into its history. The auto check report shows 3 owners in 5 years. While not always a negative, it should spark some curiosity. The report also shows that it started its life as a lease unit and that it was sold at auction in 2010. An accident was reported in 2011 and it was titled in Florida in 2012. This type of information helps determine the vehicle's current state and would lead me to inspect this unit in person prior to placing a bid. Our next example is a 2006 Honda Ridgeline pickup truck. Here are the shots of the vehicle before it was purchased through an online auction. The first buyer was able to make some repairs and adjustments, turning it into a vehicle that looks practically new. While not always the case, this is an example of repairs that cover up remaining damage that make a vehicle unfit for the road. Here's the damage that you don't see. Scraps of metal were used to weld the front wheels into place so that the unit would sit right. The control arms on both sides have been roughly welded back into place. No airbags are present in the unit. Now, let's review what tipped this off. In these photos, notice the difference in the size of the seams between the panels. Photo 1 shows nice and tight lines along the hood, while Photo 2 shows gaps. Here, the left side seam along the hood is tight, while the right side is gapped. This typically means a repair has happened. The car is 8 years old, yet there is not one paint chip on the vehicle. This indicates a portion or the entire vehicle has been repainted. Notice that both airbags have been deployed. The bags have been cut, and only a close look at the flaps would indicate that both had been deployed. The damages are listed as mechanical and undercarriage. The title is listed as salvage certificate from West Virginia. Why would an insurance company total such a nice-looking unit? When you see a salvage certificate on a perfect-looking unit, you should look closer. It may have been repaired to complete factory specs. Many salvage units are in excellent condition. You just want to be sure of the repairs prior to bidding. AutoCheck lists this vehicle as disqualified and is not AutoCheck assured. This means there were title problems on the unit. AutoCheck also shows the unit was originally a lease unit and being reported at auction in 2011 when the salvage title was issued. A salvage title is not necessarily an issue as long as the repairs have been completed to specifications. Here is a good example of missing parts that should prompt further inspection. The fog lights are missing. Why? This could be a good indication of a half-done repair. It deserves additional inspection to be sure. The ground effects are gone on one side as well. Again, a good indicator of a half-done repair. And last but not least, The engine shrouds are missing some plastic plugs. Just one more reason to look closer to ensure you understand the vehicle's true condition. Remember, if you can't make it out to the Copart location where the vehicle is stored, you can connect with a licensed inspector. We provide a list of suggested partners, but you do not have to limit your inspectors to this list. This added cost will be worth it if you are seriously considering a vehicle, but want to be confident that it will suit your needs. And this wraps up our second video in the Buying with Confidence series. Knowing what the story is behind the vehicle will allow you to bid with confidence and buy with peace of mind. Learn more and download the checklist at copart.com/educate.